is the beginning of the month, the end of a beautiful but cold day outside. And we're here to plan and prep for April, even though we are a little behind. So, cheers. Hello guys, my name is Kezia if you're new here. Welcome to my channel and welcome to a plan with me for April. I'm gonna start by saying that I'm currently behind on my monthly planning, potentially with my yearly goals, and we might actually change or modify some of these goals on this video. I feel like this year I'm trying to be more organized and disciplined, and I have been struggling with that this year, I'm not gonna lie. But also one thing that I'm trying to work on and be better at is to be flexible with myself and with my schedule, and understanding that life happens. Sometimes things doesn't go the way you planned, and it's okay, because this is how life is. Sometimes you're gonna have everything under control and you're gonna be able to plan and execute everything according to the plan. But sometimes life happens and things sometimes change the direction or the path, and it's okay. I'm not gonna lie, I was honestly debating if I should record this video because today is April 8th and I feel like I have been avoiding going through my goals for March because I am 100% sure that a few of the goals that I had for last month I wasn't able to complete, and it's okay. I just need to give myself grace and be flexible with things. If I wasn't able to complete a goal last month, the only thing I can do is move on and maybe try it again this month, and this is what we're gonna be doing. But first, let's start by talking about March and our highs and lows for the month. If you have been around for a while, you probably know that I moved to Charlotte from Florida in March. My best friend and her husband was supposed to come to Charlotte to visit us and spend a whole entire week with us, but unfortunately that didn't happen. I don't recall the name of the storm, but literally the week that they were flying in, we were having a massive storm warning and all of the flights to Charlotte were canceled, so we couldn't host them here for a week. And so that was definitely one of my lows because I was pretty excited to see them and to spend time with them, and that did not happen. But it's okay. We are potentially thinking about rescheduling this visit for the beginning of the summer, so that's exciting, but it was definitely a low because I really wanted to see them. Another low for the month was, I don't know, I feel like the constant feeling that I am behind. To be honest with you guys, I have no idea where this feeling is coming from. I feel like, again, this year I'm trying to be more disciplined and just trying to have my life in order. I feel like because I really want things to work out and to be, I don't know, this better version of myself, I have been also putting a lot of expectations, and I am just trying to commit with what I plan. And sometimes, as I said at the beginning of the video, life happens and you are not able to follow the plan. So I feel like I beat myself up on oh, you need to be more disciplined, you need to follow what you have planned and yada yada. So I feel like the constant feeling of I'm not doing enough, and I know that this isn't healthy, but it's a start, guys. I don't know, I just feel like I really want to get to a place where I am feeling good with myself and with my life. I just feel like my whole life I have been very soft on myself and being okay on giving up on things, or I don't know, not following through what I said that I would do. That this time I am trying to be a little bit more harsh and more serious about things, because I've never done this before and I have always struggled with being disciplined. So in my mind, if I am a little more harsh and, I don't know, more serious about things, maybe that's what needs to happen so I can become the disciplined person that I want to be. I don't know if it makes sense, but in my head it does. Anyways, I have to work on that, and I feel like by having these videos every single month, it kind of helps me to go back in time, a year from now, go back in April of 2026 and see how I was feeling and how I was doing, and if I have actually changed, be proud of me for trying. Now let's talk about the highs for the month of March. As I said, my friends couldn't come here to visit us, but in another hand, my husband's family were able to come here and visit us. It was really good to spend time with my father-in-law and my brother-in-law. Aaron and I, we were here in Charlotte pretty much on our own because we don't have families or nothing on that matter here. So it was really nice and really good for us to spend time with family and do things together. They stayed here for a few days. We were able to take them to the Whitewater Center. We took them to our favorite restaurant, and just, I don't know, doing simple things and hanging out together was really important for us. I would say that another high for the month was the weather. Even though it's a little cold this week, the weather has been pretty nice. It's starting to warm up again. The leaves are starting to get green again, and I don't know, I just feel like life is starting to be worth living again because I love winter. I really like wearing like winter clothes and the jackets and everything, but something happened this winter that I was like, I am over it. I'm done. I cannot wait for summer. And I never thought that I would ever say that before. Not gonna lie, I am not a big fan of summer, but I was missing the warm weather. So for me to see the sun again and the days are starting to get longer, like the sun is starting to set at like 8:30 or something. So it's pretty nice. I'm pretty excited for the warm weather and all the things that we are planning for the summer and spring. So with that, I think we're done with our March reflection. Usually I would jump straight into my April goals, but this time, since we closed the first quarter of the month, I think I want to go through my yearly goals real quick so we can see where we stand right now and maybe make some changes to these goals, because again, we want to be disciplined, but we also need to be flexible on ourselves and give ourselves some grace. So let's jump into Notion and check my 2026 yearly goals and how we're doing since we just closed the first quarter. All right, let's open our yearly goals for 2026. So starting with financial, be more mindful about my money and the quality of things that I buy. Yes, I would say that I am actively doing this. I have been trying to think before buying, and I really enjoyed doing my no spend week. I feel like that was a really good challenge for me. I have noticed that I make a lot of impulsive purchases, and having the challenge and the rule of not buying anything during a week made me realize that sometimes all that I need is to think before buying stuff. So something that I am actively doing, and it's a goal that I'm gonna keep, save 15K into our savings. I need to update this to actively doing it. The next one is to stay on budget and watch my expenses. We are actually actively doing this as well. And now moving into health and fitness. The first one is to drink more water, and I'm not gonna lie, I am not doing this. I don't know what else to do. Like, I've tried to commit to drinking 1 bottle of water by noon and another bottle of water like in the afternoon and 1 entire bottle of water during my workouts, but it just doesn't happen. I do not know what else I have to do to drink water, but this is something that should be a priority, and this is something that I want to try to take more serious on this new quarter. Maybe with the warmer weather, I will naturally feel more thirsty, and maybe this will help. I don't know. I'm just like struggling really hard to drink water. So if you guys have any tip, if you guys have any advices, please comment so I can maybe read and get one of your guys' tips on how to drink water. What's wrong with me? Okay, next thing on our list, it's decrease screen time anxiety. I'm gonna say that we are actively doing this. I'm not gonna lie, in the month of March, I wasn't being very diligent about staying out of the social medias and out of my phone after work, but this is definitely something that I really enjoyed doing in the past. I feel like it was so much better staying away and spending more time reading and stuff. So I am literally committed to start doing this again, because some days I just wanted to stay home and scroll on my phone, and as a result, I barely read. So this is something that I really want to get back at and be good. The next thing is run a 5K race. I'm gonna update this to actively doing, because I was training for a 5K race before the CrossFit Open, and I just stopped doing it during the CrossFit Open because the Open is kind of like a very high intensity workouts, and I just wanted to be 100% ready for those workouts. And running, it's a very energy consuming activity. So I was like, I'm gonna take a break during this 3 weeks so I can focus 100% on the Open. But since the Open was over like a month ago, I haven't gotten back into running yet. But this is definitely something that I want to do this year. The next thing that we have here, it's to lose 20 kilos, and I have an update about this. I have officially, from January 1st, 2026 until now, I have lost 5 kilos, aka 10 pounds. Are you proud of me? Because I am literally busting my ass at the gym every single day, and it is finally paying off. I was so happy and excited when I finally weighed myself. So I don't know, it's just very satisfying to see all of your effort that you're putting into working out it's being paid off. I'm not gonna lie, I could have been better. Like, I feel like I need to go back to a dietitian and follow a diet and everything, because this is my biggest weakness. It's food. I'm a foodie. I love eating, especially desserts and sweets. I had a dietitian before, especially when I was planning my wedding. I was really serious about it, but then afterwards I just stopped having my appointment with her, and I just stopped following a diet. I just feel like having a dietitian and having regular appointments with her helps me to be accountable, and like, okay, in 2 weeks I need to get on a call with my dietitian and I need to give her results. So I don't know, it just forces me to be more, I don't know, just take this more serious. So this is something that I am debating if I am going to go back or not. But with or without dietitian, we lost 10 pounds. And then the next thing that we have for health and fitness is take better care of my hair and skin. This one I still need to start. I think I told you guys last month that I was applying retinol and that I was seeing some progress on my skin, but I stopped using it because I don't know why. I was just not being very consistent with it, and I need to start doing it again and maybe create a routine where I don't know, have a schedule and I actually do it every single week, and create a habit of applying it every night or like once in a while. And I also need to find my holy grail product for skincare outside of like acids. I was using a moisturizer that I feel like gave me some skin breakout. I don't know if you guys can see, but my skin is not on its best, and it's okay, it's fine, but we need to start doing it again. And then moving into relationships, we have one intentional date night a month. I feel like we're doing it. We actually just had our intentional date night last Saturday. Funny story, during the holidays, I received a $400 gift card to spend at Ruth's Chris. If you know, you know Ruth's Chris, a very expensive steakhouse. And the cutoff time for me to use this gift card was, I think, mid-April. So Aaron and I decided to go there this past Saturday, and it was amazing. The food was so good, and I understood why this restaurant was so expensive. So I would say that we are intentionally having date nights once a month. And about being more present in my family and friends' life, I feel like I am doing this. I know that a few weeks ago I had a little breakdown about feeling alone, and a few people reached out to me about it, and I am so thankful for you. I would say that I am actively doing it at the best of my abilities. I am trying to contact my family more and friends. I feel like we're doing it, as well as the family meeting. And then a personal, speak truth over me, no more negativity. We are actively doing it. I feel like this year I am really trying to change my mindset about many things, and the way that I look at myself and the way that I treat myself, it's one of them. I am trying to be the better version of myself, and I cannot be the better version of myself if I don't like myself. I'm trying to have more self-love and be more kind towards me. Sometimes it's hard, especially when I am on social media. Again, social media is such a problem. I think I should stay away from it. Anyways, like, especially when I am on social media and I am seeing these other girls with perfect lives and perfect bodies and perfect hair, and it's easy to compare myself to them, but I really am trying to change my mindset and just think that social media isn't real. And then, okay, moving on into books. Read 12 books this year. I am crushing this goal. I feel like I already read 6 books, which is crazy. Let me double check how many books we've read. So far, we've read 7 books in 2026, and I'm not even counting the audiobooks, because if we are going to count the audiobooks, this number would be 9. So with that, I think I'm gonna update this goal to read 20 books in 2026. I feel like reading, it's a hobby that I never thought that I would ever get into, because I have always been a very lazy person that would rather watch a movie than read a book. I just feel peace when I'm reading, even though most of the books that I read are psychological thrillers. I don't know, I'm just enjoying this hobby, and it's something that I really want to keep doing, and it's something that I want to stay in my life forever, because it's one of the best hobbies that I've ever, decided to pursue. The next one, it's journal and devotional consistently. I am going to change to actively doing, because I am actively doing journaling, but I am doing really bad with devotional, and I feel so guilty about it. It's just something that I really need to improve and take serious, because come on. About social media and career, we have here practice more Excel. I have been practicing more Excel, but not on the way that I want to. I need to practice Excel in the way where I create, and the way that I am doing is kind of more of working on something that already exists, and it's still something, but I really want to develop my skills. So this is something that I need to focus more on the second quarter of the year. So I'm gonna change the status to actively doing it. Get promoted, not yet. Hit 500 subscribers on YouTube. I'm actively doing it because I am being consistent on uploading, even though we're gonna talk about it on my monthly planning. I am trying, and receive 1 PR package. This one I actually am going to change to complete, because we did it. I am so happy. Before even my birthday, I received a PR package from Beatles. They sent me a package of nail supplies for me to try and everything, and since then they have sent me, I think, 2 or 3 more packages, which is insane for me to think. And as you guys also probably saw on my last video, I also had a partnership with Gugu Hair, and for me to think that brands such Gugu Hair and Beatles would ever recognize me as an influencer is just so insane, because not even in my wildest dreams I would think that this goal would be reached so fast and so early in the year. And I am really happy and really proud of myself for, just having the courage to post on YouTube. I know that I'm still very shy about posting things on my Instagram and on my TikTok. I'm actually debating about starting an Instagram from scratch, and just combining everything that I post on TikTok, posting on Instagram as well. But I'm just really proud of myself for putting myself out there and trying, because sometimes it can be very discouraging. I feel like I was feeling that way last year, because I was putting a lot of effort into posting YouTube videos and editing and learning new skills and investing on new cameras, and I wasn't gaining any new subscribers. But again, I picked YouTube. I feel like YouTube is the social media that takes the longest for you to build a community, and it's okay. I feel like I just need to take some time and enjoy the ride. Also, if I'm gonna be honest, this is not what I want. I want my YouTube to be a safe place where people can watch my videos and connect with me somehow. I don't care if it's gonna take me forever to grow my YouTube channel, or if we're gonna be this little community, because at the end of the day, the whole reason why I started my channel is just to document my life and capture my memories. So I'm cool with that. And yeah, so with that, those are my yearly goals. I thought that I was going to update more goals, but we only updated our books goals for the year. And with that, I think we can move on into checking how we did in the month of March. I honestly don't want to do it, but we gotta do it. So in March, we had a goal of journaling and doing devotional 3 times a week. I'm gonna say that I did not complete this one, even though I did journal way more in the month of March than I did in January and February combined. But I didn't do that 3 times a week, and I did not do my devotional 3 times a week. So I guess I'm just gonna add this goal for the month of April again and do better. The next one is to read 2 books. I am going to mark this one as complete. Finished reading The Only One Left by Rayleigh Sager, and let me tell you, this book was insane. My jaw was literally on the floor with all of the plot twists and the crazy stuff that happened on that book, that I was just like, wow. And then immediately after reading that book, I forced Aaron to read it because the book was just so wild. The story was so like, I don't know, somehow kind of like creepy. I think the beginning of March, Aaron was traveling for work and I was alone at home, and I started to read the book and I was like, nope, there's no way I'm reading this book while I'm alone. So yeah, even though it was kind of creepy, it was just really good. And the second book of the month was The Perfect Marriage by I forgot the name of the author. And differently from The Only One Left, The Perfect Marriage was absolutely horrible. I really hated that book. There was not one single thing that I liked about the book. Like, I feel like the story had a really good potential, but the ending was just awful to me. I just did not like it. So I think I gave it 1 star or 2 stars in Goodreads because I was just so disappointed, because I feel like I had so many expectations about that book, because on Book Talk, everyone says that the book was really good, that they loved the story and everything, but I honestly did not feel that way when I was reading it. I was literally bored, and I was this close to DNFing this book. So yeah, we read the 2 books, and I also listened to 2 audiobooks in March. One of them was November 9 from Colleen Hoover. It was a really cute book. I really enjoyed it. And the second one was Reminders of Him. I wanted to read Reminders of Him because the movie just came out and I really wanted to watch it. And yeah, the story was really good. I feel like both of those books were very Colleen Hoover style. The next goal that we had was 1 no spend week in my life, and we did. Yeah, I uploaded the video a couple weeks ago, so we did that. Next goal is closet cleanup / house cleanup. I am going to mark this one as complete because I started my closet clean out, but I did not finish it, and I completed my house cleanup. Since we had my friends coming over and my husband's family coming over, we kind of like had to clean the house, so we just used it as an opportunity to clean everything thoroughly. So yeah, we did that. Then the next goal was health and fitness, which was run and do CrossFit 3 times a week. I'm gonna mark this as complete, but I'm gonna change the verbiage here because I did not run, but I went to CrossFit 4 times a week. Actually, some weeks I even went more than 4 times. So I feel like I achieved my goal of being consistent. So the next one is cook a different recipe, and I'm gonna mark this one as complete. This month I made a very yummy yakisoba recipe. I really loved it, and unfortunately I don't have a recipe that I can link to you guys because I kind of like made it up. I just went to the store and bought a bunch of like Asian stuff, and I mixed it together and it turned out really good. So we did it. The next goal was to be consistent with my YouTube editing and uploading schedule. I feel like I did not complete this because I had a goal of uploading I think 5 or 6 videos this month, and I only uploaded I think 3 or 4. Even though I did better at trying to stay consistent and uploading a video every week, I still did not do it as good as I wanted to, and it's fine. It's okay. The only thing I can do is to try better next month. And that's what we're doing this month. The last thing that I had here was to take an Excel test, and I did not complete this. I know that I need to, but I didn't do it. So out of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, out of 8 goals, I only completed 5. Which is fine, more than half of them, so I'll take it. So now I'm gonna update this list and I'm gonna set my goals for the month of April, and I'm gonna come back and show you guys everything in a minute. All right, I think we are done planning for April, and when you guys watch this video, we're probably gonna be already 10 days into April. I wanted to keep my goals short but doable. So the first goal that we have for April is to stay consistent on CrossFit and get back into my running plan. I love the CrossFit schedule that I have right now. I'm currently going to CrossFit on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. I feel like this is a perfect schedule for me, and maybe I will try to incorporate incorporate running on Wednesdays and Fridays for now. So just so I can get back into it. The next goal we have here is to go on long walks twice a week. This is basically a family goal that I have, that I really want to go on a long walk. We have a really nice lake in the neighborhood, so I really want to be more outside, because I feel like during the winter we were literally stuck in here because it was like extremely cold outside. And now that, again, the weather is starting to get nicer, the sun is setting a little later, I feel like it would be perfect for us to, I don't know, after dinner go on a walk and just spend some time together outside of the house. The next thing I have is to cook 2 new recipes, either from a cookbook or TikTok, Instagram, or social media, whatever. I really like cooking, and Aaron also really likes cooking. And yeah, I really like trying new recipes and, I don't know, new food. So this is something that I'm excited about for the month of April. Going into personal, I am putting the goal of journaling and doing devotional 3 times a week again. This is something that I really want to do, and I just need to be more intentional about it, and I am going to repeat this goal this month. The next goal we have is to take more pictures. This one might sound like shallow and like weird, but I don't know, I really like documenting my life, and I feel like I am pretty good at taking videos, but when it comes to photos, I don't know what happens. I just like forget to take pictures, and sometimes I even struggle to make my thumbnails for my videos because I just don't take pictures. And yeah, I really want to start taking pictures of my mundane life. Our next goal that is actually reduce my screen time. As I told you guys last month, I kind of failed into like staying away from my phone after work, and I definitely want to get back at it again. So that's why we have this goal here. Next one is to book our flights to Europe. This year we are planning a trip to Europe on summer, and we need to book our flights this month. So I put here as a goal so we don't forget about it. Last but not least, my social media goal is to find a YouTube editing / uploading schedule that actually works for me. Again, I just want to be more organized, and I don't know, try to find a schedule that I can stay consistent at. That way I can increase the number of videos that I post for you guys, or I don't know, just so I don't feel very overwhelmed when it comes to posting. Now we can just go ahead and move on into our YouTube and social media schedule, and we're gonna be done planning for April. I am proud of me. I did not want to do this video, but I'm proud I did. This month we don't have a lot of plans, and I'm fine by that. So I feel like I'm gonna try to do a weekend in my life this upcoming weekend. I really want to go on a hike, and I just want to enjoy the weekend. I just want to lay low and just be chill and enjoy a calm weekend. So I think I'm going to try to do a weekend in my life. I'm gonna try to upload that next Friday, and then I think next week I'm gonna vlog a week in my life, but this one it's gonna be more focused on my workouts, how my workout schedule has been, and how my workouts are. So yeah, I think I'm going to upload that on the 24th, week in my life, and then there's one of the workouts. And then on April 23rd, we actually have a very exciting day because it is our Bruno Mars concert. I am so excited for this concert. I think it's gonna be so nice. So I feel like I think I'm gonna do a day in my life vlog. So it's gonna be a whole entire day with me, and I'm gonna take you guys to my Bruno Mars concert. So I think I am going to aim to post that video on the 28th. It's gonna be a day in my life. It is so much easier to edit a day in my life versus a week in my life. Trust me. So I feel like that one I can edit pretty quickly. And yeah, with that, I'm gonna aim to post 4 videos this month. I'm not gonna try to push myself into posting a lot of videos because I don't wanna feel that pressure. I want vlogging and editing and uploading to be something that I enjoy doing. And I feel like if I put too much pressure, I'm just gonna get frustrated and eventually burned out. So I feel like this is a pretty good schedule. And if it happens to me to do something more exciting during that month, I will for sure upload a different video. But for now, let's aim to upload 4 videos. Because by the way, technically we have 5 videos this month because I actually uploaded a video last Friday on April 3rd. I'm pretty confident that I'm gonna be able to upload these 4 videos. And yeah, with that, we're done planning for April. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was definitely a chatty video. I feel like I wasn't in a very film mood lately, but I don't know, I feel like I was just avoiding it because I knew that I didn't follow all of my goals for last month. But sometimes all you need to do is to push yourself into doing things that sometimes you don't want to do, but you have to. And I feel great that I actually pushed myself into sitting down and prepping for the month of April, even though I am behind on my schedule. I am really proud of myself for sitting down and recording this video. And I'm also really proud of you for accomplishing something today, whether it is going on a walk or, I don't know, trying something new. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked the video, make sure to like and comment. And if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe and stick around so you don't miss any new videos. Thank you so much guys for being here. Thank you for all of your support. And I guess I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.